السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم أيها الطلاب الكرام. سنبدأ اليوم بالدرس الرابع الجزء الخامس. Today we take lesson 4 part 5. It's a big lesson, but we have a lot to cover today, so bear with us. There are a lot of exercises that we need to go through, and I'm going to need you to answer them because I'm not going to write them all on the board. So I'm going to ask you, what does that letter end with, or what does that word end with? And you should be able to tell me if it's a normal Dhamma or it's a Kasra. So open up to page 22, and we're going to take exercise 2. Exercise 2 is التمرين الثاني. التمرين الثاني. Here we go. اقرأ واكتب. اقرأ. هذا ما نفعله الآن. That's what we're doing now. We're reading. واكتب and write. مع ضبط أواخر الكلمات. Read and write while placing the harakat at the end of the word. المدرسة on its own. How would you write? كيف تكتب المدرسة? كيف, how. تكتب, would you write? المدرسة. المدرسة or المدرسة. 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 How would you write it? المدرسة should be the correct answer. في المدرسة. Next word. في المدرسة. How would you write the last حركة at the end of مدرسة? What should it be? في المدرسة. Next word. في البيت. في البيت. Not في البيت. في البيت. And by the way, you should be familiar with the meanings of these words. You should know what madrasa is. You should know what fi means. You should know what bayt means. This is all given things you should know the meaning to. If you don't know, go back and look at your notes. Because we're getting to that stage now where you have to be kind of weaned off. I can't keep giving you the words and their meanings because it'll give you a false perception that you actually know these words when you don't. So I'm going to just go ahead and read them to you, and by now you should know what they are. في البيت. البيت. You would say البيت. And we're going to move through these kind of quickly, so it's either going to be a Dhamma or a Kasra. Kasra, if there's harf jar. If before the word there's a harf jar, it's going to be a Kasra. If there's no harf jar, it's going to end in a Dhamma. Alright? الغرفة. الغرفة. الحمام. Well, you already have it. الحمام. في المطبخ. في المطبخ. المكتب. المكتب. على المكتب. There's a حرف جر. على المكتب. على الكرسي. على الكرسي. There's like a شدة كسرة. كرسي. At the end of there should be a شدة and a كسرة. السرير. السرير. على الكتاب. على الكتاب. في المسجد. في المسجد. And like I said, these words, I know you guys have taken them before, so I'm not going to tell you their meanings, and I want you to go back and look them up if you don't remember them. اقرأ واكتب. اقرأ means read. واكتب, see the wow there? And if you notice, there's a wow, alif. That's the small sad that stands for Hamza to waslin. Waktub. That's a ba. Sukun. You skip this alif, you don't say uktub, you skip it because there is waw there. This is harfu atfin. This is how you say and, so you go straight waktub, and write. So you shouldn't be saying wa uktub. Next, we get to the first sentence or the first question. الطالب في الجامعة. الطالب ما معنى طالب؟ أنتم طلاب. أنت وأنت طالب وطالبة. طالب means student. الطالب في الجامعة. What's جامعة? جامعة is university. Next, what should we put on the word جامعة? جامعة, جامعتي. الطالب في الجامعة. The student is in the university. Now that we know what we need to do, we're just going to read through them. الرجل. السؤال الثاني. Second question. الرجل في المسجد. في المسجد. في المسجد. الصحيح, the correct one, المسجد. الرجل في المسجد. And you guys should be repeating after me. Pause when you need to pause. Take notes when you need to take notes. This is just supposed to be me kind of helping you go through this book and understand the things that are difficult for one to understand on their own. Number 3, or السؤال الثالث. السؤال الثالث. أين التاجر? أين التاجر? So أين is not a حرف جر. It's اسم استفهام or أداة استفهام. It's a letter used for inquiry or question. أين is where. التاجر. So since there is no حرف جر, we're just going to keep تاجر as a مرفوع. أين التاجر? هو في الدكان. هو في الدكان. You say, wait, what is that word you just read? في الدكان. It's not written like this. By the way, you know fi is there, so you automatically know there should be a kasra. That's not how it's written. I mean, that's what we're saying, but that's not what's written. We have the word fi there. We have alif and lam. You have taken this already. Alif and lam is going to be al-ta'rif, how you make it definite, how you specify the store. After that, we know, is this alif and lam lamu shamsiyya or qamariyya? Is it shamsiyya or qamariyya? Well, we said that if there's a shadda after the alif and lam, it most likely is going to be shamsiyya. Fi, try to say that. Fi, get straight to the dal. You can't. So you have to say fid. Fid dukkan. السؤال الرابع. القلم على المكتب. القلم على المكتب. السؤال الخامس. أين زينب؟ هي في الغرفة. هي في الغرفة. This exercise is to show you or to allow you to practice حرف جر اسم مجرور. To make the last letter have a kasra if it needs it. أين الورق؟ ما معنى ورق؟ هذه ورق. هذه ورق. I'm not going to tell you what that means. You should have just known just by what I was pointing to. هو على المكتب. هو على المكتب. All right? هو على المكتب. ذاك كان السؤال السادس. السؤال السادس. The 6th question. السؤال السابع. أين المدرس؟ هو في الفصل. أين المدرس؟ هو في الفصل. Where is the teacher? He is in the class. فصل is how you say class. السؤال الثامن أين ياسر? Where is Yasir? Or أين ياسر with a ضمتين. هو في المرحاض. مرحاض is how you say the restroom, but it's more specifically, what's the word they use? The latrine, like where you go to the actual place where the toilet is. That's what mirhad is. When you want to say like if you go to like an airport or something, you would normally ask أين دورات المياه. دورات المياه is like where is the washroom, and hammam is the bathroom. Just like how we say we have restroom, we have bathroom, we have latrine, we have toilet. It's the same thing in Arabic. So when you go to like an airport or something like that, dawaratul miyah is like where's the restroom. And you say hammam, that's usually the bathroom, right? A place where you take a bath. Mirhad is where you take care of your business, the latrine I believe it's called, or the toilet. And yeah, that's basically it. السؤال التاسع الشمس والقمر في السماء. الشمس والقمر في السماء. في السماء. The sun and the moon are in the sky. والسؤال العاشر والأخير. The 10th question and the final, that's what أخير means. من في الفصل. من في الفصل. This قائمة, there's right here you see قائمتان or قائمتين. You see two rows, two charts, okay? It's not a chart, but you see two columns, that's the right word. On the right side, you have male names, all of them end in tanween. And on the left side, you have female names, all of them do not end in tanween, but they still end in Dhamma. And the reason why is because we said female names are mamnoo' min as-sarf. How can you tell a female name? Usually, female names end with a ta marbuta. That's not the only way to know that there are female names. There are female names that end with alif maqsura, like Layla, all right? And there are feminine names that even end with alif, this alif and this hamza at the end. What concerns us for today is this one. And that's not the only way. There are some names that don't end with either of these and it's still feminine. Names like Zainab, right? You're still going to say Zainabu. Su'ad, you're still going to say Su'adu. Any female name is that ends, or it's a name that belongs to a female, I should say, or a feminine name, it's going to be mamnoo' min as-sarf. The only exception is a three-letter name. A three-letter name in which the middle letter has a sukoon. Here, it's optional. It could be mamnoo' min as-sarf, or you can end it with tanween. Okay? So the bottom rule, most female names are mamnoo' min as-sarf, meaning they don't accept kasra and they don't accept tanween. And rather, you're going to use a fatha in place of a kasra, which we will point to in the next class, insha Allah ta'ala. As always, remember to review your lessons. Remember to try to use words and sentences so that you can build your vocabulary. And most importantly, ask Allah for help. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وإلى اللقاء والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.